Kita sambut tim Ilipinik, Lim Yin Siang.
Right, but today's my speech will be mostly in English. So pardon me if I couldn't give right explanation in Indonesian. I'll try to explain it in Mandarin, some of the term, but somehow I may skip some because I don't know the interpretation or or translation. Okay, so today my topic is why MLM 为何做直销？好，为何做直销？来，我们来看 Why you want to do MLM? You all come to this seminar. You know what's the reason that you're coming? Anyone know here? Yeah, I suppose so. You're coming for this seminar because you want to learn. You want to upgrade yourself. You want to be more smart in the business. Because this is a new venture that you're coming into. Right? So everyone wants to learn. And after you learn, you want to go out and do your sales. You can perform. Right? So once you come to the new venture, you do Reway, you do the MLM business. After you step out of this room, you start to share with people. Talk about the business. Right? So we, after become smarter, we also want to learn to make more money, right? We come here to learn how to make money. Anyone here come to learn how to do donation? Right, then you donate to me. Yeah, but it's that part of our social responsibility. So we come here to learn how to make more money, right? So we must have a reason, a very solid reason why you want to do this. We must tell ourselves. We must have a very strong reason so that you can stay in the business. Everyone have to have a reason, right? So having the right reason is more important than knowing how. Correct? Yes. Right. Today, I come for this seminar, Latihan Kepimpinan. I come to Batam. I know I want to come to Batam for a reason. I can come to Batam once I have the reason. I can come by, I know how. I may come with a ferry. In fact, I just arrived yesterday by ferry. Okay? I also can come by aeroplane. My spouse, my loved one, come by aeroplane. Yeah, this is because we come for a reason. So this is why we know how, then with a reason, right? So we want to learn how to make money. Like our friend said, Raymond, just now. We want to learn, you can make money many ways. You can make money from a pyramid scheme system or money game company. You can make money by selling drugs. Right? You can make money by doing something unethical, something illegal. But today we are here, we are doing something that is illegal. We have the pride, right? Yes. So we want to learn how to make money through the right way. Doing it the right way. So why direct selling? Okay. So there's a very famous person by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. Have you heard of this person before? Yes, Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki himself is a very famous writer. He's a philosopher. He's a very smart man, right? And he's an author himself. He wrote a very famous book called The Rich Dad and the Poor Dad. The rich dad tells us how to be rich. The poor dad tells us we must work hard. We must go through our education in the school. Work, study very hard. And after we come out from the school, we come out and get a secure, stable job. Then you earn a living. You have a stable salary. Then you are somebody in the market. This is what our poor daddy taught us. But today, we learn from this Robert Kiyosaki philosophy. There's a chart called 4 quadrant of income cash flow, where our income come from. He classified the people in the world, their income coming from these 4 quadrants. And look at this. First one is the E. E stands for employee. E stands for employee. Okay? And the next one, S. Self-employed. A professional, a doctor, a lawyer is a self-employed person. A small business person, businessman, is a self-employed. And then you have the B quadrant, the business owner. Those businesses like Microsoft, like iPhone, like Samsung, those are called business. A business, you have a capacity of more than 500 over workers. That's called big business. And you have the I, investor. Okay, investor quadrant. So, most of the people in the world fall in the E and S quadrant. And today, we're coming here. We come to the right place because we're going to share with you how to transform yourself, how to go away from the E and S and move towards the B and I quadrant. Okay? B and I. Okay. So next, let's see. Let's look in detail each and every element of these 4 quarters. Okay? So for this chart, it's showing employee. Anyone here ever become an employee before? I think most of the people, yes. Me, myself, also an employee before. After you study so hard, you come out to the society. What is the starting pay that a fresh graduate can get in the market? Do you have any idea? Make any guess? What's the starting pay of a graduate who come out to be an engineer or to be a technician? Easily, I think they can get 2,000 Sing dollar, not USD. You are in Batam or you are in Singapore, you are getting 2,000. So this is, let's say, example. I'm a better boss. I give you a bigger pay. Let's say you start with 3,000. You graduate at the age of 20-something. Let's take example, this fellow is smarter. He graduate younger, at the age of 20. This is his starting point in his working life. Okay. For example, what is the retirement age of a working adult? Usually 55, some say. Some, they revise it, the government revised it to be 60. So, example, we take 60. If you are working very hard, 40 years later, you reach 60 years old. What is the highest pay that you can get when you reach the age of 60? Anyone make a guess? How much? 50K. 15K. 15 ribu. Okay. So, example, let's say after you work so hard, almost reach a status, climb the corporate ladder, become somebody in the company, you are fetching 20,000 salary, take home pay. This is your money. After 40 years. And you see, this is the chart. The gradual increment of salary after more than 4 years. And imagine when you retire at the age of 60, what will you get after you retire? 1 month later, do you get your salary again from a company? No. How much you get? Zero. Nothing. And this will show you zero. This is a typical chart of people who work for people. People who work for a company. This is the result. This is the consequences. This is the end result. Akibatnya. 它的结果，对吗？它的结果。We want a right result that we are looking for in life. So this is the result of working life. Okay? But this is the best typical example that we took. This is the best we took. If, let's say, you are not so lucky, you are working for a company that along the way, they might close down. They might close down. And the moment they close down, you ended up with no salary and you have to start to hunt for a new job. Right? Okay. You're very lucky if it's less than a week or less than a month. You find a new post in a new company, but the salary would not be the same. You might be getting less than what you have been given before. So you start to work very hard your way, and you can see your income will gradually climb again. And what happened? You have conflict with your colleague. Like what just happened in our Malaysian government. You have conflict, the MACC director conflict with the government. They've been transferred to other department. A salary fall again. Become an ordinary officer. This is what happened. If you have conflict with your company, with the worker, all this is part of parcel of working life. This is what you get. You start over again, and by the age of 60, the same thing happened to you. You ended up with no job, and the next day, you wake up from your bed, wake up from your sweet dream, and your salary is kosong. Hilang everything. Kosong. That's zero. Okay? This is the result. Probably you are very hardworking. Your boss look up on you. After you retired, the boss thank you. You give you a golden handshake. Prepared a award. Or best working award for you as a best worker. And then you can hang in your house. Or your boss, a more naughtier one, he will give a kite. You go home and fly kite. This will happen, right? This is the result, okay? So, a lot of people say, no, like that, I don't want to be a worker. I want to be my own boss. So, they started to venture into the other area. They want to be their boss. That's what I were 20 over years ago. I said myself, I want to work very hard, earn some money, have some saving, and then have some knowledge and skill. When I acquire the skill, I can become my own boss. I don't have to work for people. That's what I did. And when I start with my business, a lot of people start business with their saving. Okay, I start my business with some money from my friend and relatives, or from my good friend. Hey, you have 10,000, maybe you got some share in my company. Or I look up to my mom. I said, Mom, maybe I holo tangan from your saving in the tin below. You give me part of it. I start a business. Then this is what happened. You start from zero. The horizontal line indicating the timeline, and the vertical line indicating your income. Okay, everyone start with zero. Okay, when you start your business, you become a boss. You'll be proud of yourself. You become very self-motivated. You work very hard, running here and there, and you can see you can start some earning. And after a while, you become sick, you're tired. You went home, sleep a while, or probably getting worse, been admitted to hospital. Then your income, you affected. Okay, income drop again. Then, after you discharge from hospital, you said, wow, that's a very good seminar. Some good speaker from America, from Europe, they are coming to share their experience, a motivator that attended the courses, and you come out self-motivated again and start to fight, boom, pam, boom, pam. But, boom, pam, after a while, you want, until a state when you find your business becomes stagnant. I had that experience before. I start to think, if I can have someone, I train someone up to be my successor, I can leave my business. But that's just an idea, a concept. That's always been taught in self-motivation book. But you can hardly find in the real world. And when you're tired of your business, you close it down. Then, the end result, the consequences, is become zero again. And you look at all these three charts, all the arrow is going to the same direction. Where is the arrow going? Down. Oh, should be here, huh? Not here. So arrow going down. This is self-employed. Okay. So people might think, I would rather want to be somebody like Bill Gates, like this, who? A lot of big, great entrepreneurs in the world, right? All big businessmen. I want to start my own business. So you can see in the chart here, to do a big business, if you don't have a very big startup capital, it's a nonsense. You don't tell me you do a business with 200,000 is a business. 200,000 not even enough to open a coffee shop. Just renovation itself is more than 300,000. And this is a very consecutive figure that we put in here. Okay, so let's say you can accumulate, you can gather enough financial support from your friend or relative or the banker. 300,000 is your startup. This 300,000 is a negative. We don't start a business with positive sign. Everyone knows this best, right? Start from zero. Then you work your way. A lot of businesses, within 2 years, will disappear. Within 2 years. And they are not making money. They are making loss. This chart, if let's say we take the better scenario, it shows you a positive sign. It's a growth sign. Okay? This is going up. How long you take to recoup your investment fund? How long is the ROI, return of investment in your business? How long? Some may say 3 years. Some may say 10 years. Some may say 15 years. It's unknown. It's unknown. For me, I don't know. For me, I don't know. Depend on the capability of the entrepreneur. Okay? So we say unknown. And before you reach your ROI or earn your profit, this chart here shows you the gray area. The gray area indicating risk. Mandarin called 风险. It's a very common term. 风险. It's a risk. You may be broke. You may become bankrupt. You may be chased by people because you own a lot of money. And you have a big liability on yourself. And this is the fear that a lot of people don't like doing big business. When I started my own business, my mom told me, "Ayah, ka lang做更加好啦." My sister told me, "Don't do lah. 嗰是小想啦，一句话，ka lang做更加好." So all these advices, we listen from here, we let go from here. We are very hard-headed. Tiki, iron teeth, tiki. Tiki. And behind I cannot say already. Tiki L. So I was like that before. I put everything behind me. I want to be my own boss because these are ambitious. This is my ambition. I want to be my own boss. I have a big dream, a big picture. Wow, if I make it, this is my reward. I want to be like that. I think everyone in the stage audience also want to be like that. Yeah, everyone have dream. This is what I will. Okay, so you see what happened. If the business, you are able to recoup your investment, you're starting to make money. Okay. There are economic cycle, the influence of the industry, the political stability. There are many factors that will make a business go up or go bust. Every day is happening, right? Even the big corporation like MAS Malaysia is a so well-established company. Today is a bankrupt company, right? So this is what happened. It go up, go down, go up, go down, due to the external factor. And end of the day, if the business go bust, you become zero if you are the business owner. This is the best scenario, I tell you. The arrow might not stop there. It will go very, very far. I think we'll draw up to this wall, the negative sign. That's your liability. This is the risk of a conventional big business. Of all these businesses, from statistics, you can tell, out of 100 companies that was to be set up, 10 years later, only one left. And give you another 10 years duration again, another 100 companies come out, you have another one left. So the probability of success, any business of today's term, is only 0.01%. You can have 10,000 companies set up today. Okay, you go to the ROC, you go to anywhere, you can check the list, go computer, all the company. 10 years later, you come back, none disappear. All disappear. All go do re-weary. Right, this is what happened. This is a conventional business. Okay, any business that you invest, you dump your big money inside, and then it immediately go up. Can you find this kind of chart in the real world? You think you can find? I can tell you the answer is big no. None. It's just a draft. Okay. In the actual fact, when your business make money, you start to reinvest. You start to be greedy. Want to invest more. Want to be a bigger competitor compared to your lesser strength competitor. You want to be monopoly the market. You start to buy more stock, buy in bulk, get best discount. Okay. Then start to source for or headhunt for a better person, better professional to take up the post of what you offer. You may think of opening more branches all over the country or maybe the region, or all over Asia. And all the money you dump in, you pull you down again. And once you start to make money, you go up again. And your money, invested money, go up and down through this cycle. The risk is there. Okay? So, if business cannot do, some probably they inherited their wealth from their grandparents. The father said, okay, you don't do already my business, you go and do investment. Father, take care. I go and employ somebody to do the business, you go and do investment. What kind of investment you want to do? Investment is where smart person go for. Smart person. That will never been taught in school. In my old school days, they never teach me. The teacher never teach me how to do investment. Right? But after years, you see your teacher selling mutual fund. This is what happened. Okay? So, you want to do investment, you have to have a chunk of money to do investment. You need to invest in order to earn your profit. Okay? This is what the graph, the fourth quadrant of Robert Kiyosaki that tell us how to be rich. That's what we want to learn. Okay? Today, everyone here is doing Reway. Or there might be some who have been invited by their friend to come for this seminar. And they are in the midst of deciding whether to do Reway or learn about the business or want to have knowledge about MLM. Okay. So you can see, this chart is a MLM chart. If you do Reway, do you take out money to invest in the business? No. How come everyone know? Because you do Reway, you invest, you buy product. So the product that you buy, you get a product, you consume it, you become beautier, you become healthier, stronger, right? This is why you invest. You invest in the business with zero, nothing also. Okay. So by looking at this chart, the timeline horizontally versus the vertical line. If today I start to become a member, I start to look for the prospect. If I'm able to sponsor one person, probably that person, after he looked for another person, from one become two. Okay. From two, I look for another new person. My downline or my sponsor also look for another one. It become four. Okay. From four become 8. From 8 become 16, 32, 64, and so on and so forth. After 10 times of multiplying, you reach 1,024 person. After you multiply it 10 times. This is the power of duplication. And it's one of the world's 8 wonders. That's the truth. Okay? So after 10 times it multiply, it becomes 1,024 person. You imagine, if today I teach you this method, you go out and sponsor. If you are able to sponsor only one person in a year, is it too much? Not too much. Only one person in a year. Okay. 2 years later, 3 years later, 10 years later, you will have 1,000 over people in your network. Okay. If 10 years later, each and every person let you earn $200. Okay, bukan rupiah, $200. Okay, out of this 1,000 over people, you just multiply $200. You'll be getting an income of 200 over 1,000. This is what you're getting. I just quote you sponsoring one person only in a year. You just imagine, you can do it even better than anybody. You can sponsor one person in a month. 10 months later, you are earning this kind of income. If you are someone who are Superman, right? Superman, you able to sponsor one great guy in one day. 10 days later, you have such income. This is what happened, right? Theoretically, remember, theoretically, okay? So, the power of duplication will show you a chart like this. This is a chart, okay? The thing here that we want to discuss is not after 10 multiplication effect. What happened if it fall on the time 11, the number 11 times that you do the multiplication effect? What happened? From 1,000 become 2,000. After 12 time, you do the same thing. It becomes 4,000. And you just go on and go on. I can't imagine how big is this. This is the max of power of duplication. This is what we want. And you notice properly, the chart here show you the arrow going up. Okay? And this is entirely different from what we see from the 3 previous examples. That is why we want to learn how to do MLM. That's why I want to do direct sale. You need to find a reason. You need to see very clearly the comparison between conventional way of doing things and the difference of MLM. Give our Reway a big round of applause because we are in the business. We are in the right track. Okay? So, if you look at this chart show going upwards. And it can give you the kind of passive income. You know what is passive income? An income that you generate and you earn, even though you are not there. If today, for example, I'm going to the toilet, I'm squatting down, pangsai, I also have income. I sleep, I also have income. I'm talking to people, my network generating income for me. This is called passive income. 非在职收入. Okay? Passive income. What are the ways of getting passive income today? Let's, for example, you can invest in property. A property you invest, let's say, you want to earn a rental income from the property, 20,000 per month. How much you need to fork out for the investment? To earn 20,000. How much you need? Albert, I think you buy a lot of property, you know best. 多少钱? For you to earn 20,000, I think easily you need how much? 8 million, $7 million, right? In order to earn that kind of income. Okay. So, if you want to earn another property of this passive income, you have to fork out another 8-10 million. How many people have such big amount of money beside our Malaysian PM? Right. So this is what happened. This is what happened. This is the real world. You don't have that kind of capacity to invest. You need big money. But for you to multiply your income, this 20,000, given you 10 years later, for example, can the 20,000 become 80,000 or 100,000? It cannot explode. The most give you multiply 2 times, 40,000. This is a conventional passive income that we see today. But Reway, MLM, only can show you such a chart that gives you the unlimited income. No matter how you press the calculator, it can't show you the figure. That's what we want, the passive income. Okay? So all these are very logical, right? But is it practical? And it's very conflicting statement. All these are the theory. Today we come here, I see a lot of businessmen here. Businessmen don't like talk theory, correct? They want to talk about fact. We want to talk about fact. Theory and fact is different. All this, who don't know? I think most of you all know better than me about all these charts, correct? Everyone knows. You want this ESBI, you want to talk about all these self-employed, employed, all these things. They know. But when you go out to the real world, the opposite is happening. Now we want to look at the opposite. Why not Reway? Why not direct selling? Everyone come across this bombardment. It's sometimes very confused. Why I want to choose MLM? Why? Oh, we know why already. Because of the consequence. We don't want to be like that. We want to be like that. Okay, this and this will show you, give you passive income. But we know, once we know the reason, we have to overcome some of the obstacles. Let's study. Let's look at what are the obstacles that you might encounter in the real world. Why not direct selling? You see, the first point, the initial intention, 出发点，公司的出发点, the initial intention. A lot of people out there, they see MLM, direct sale is the best way or is the best platform for them to market their product, right? It's the best way. Many companies, many big entrepreneurs make money through MLM. And the initial intention is to make money. And they find someone very smart and clever in writing plans. I have a few friends here who are very smart in here, who know how to write plan. Okay? And they can write a very good business plan. And inside with a very fantastic compensation plan for them to earn income. Then only they start to look for a product. The opposite is happening. There are people who ever approach us, or I think it might happen also to most of the leaders here. Once you make it in a big way in a certain company, people start to call you, contact you. When you want to approach a friend, wow, this Reway is joy. You say, wow, you are so successful. Why not you come out and open your own business? You know everything, right? You know the NDO, you know how to sponsor, you know how to do stage speech, everything you know. You can be your own boss. Why not? You can make more. Dr. Lim, all today is Jakalao. Today you also come out, you also Jakalao, right? So this is why their mind has been polluted by this greed in them. This is their initial intention. This is what happened in the real outside world. Okay, people want to make more money. Yeah, they out of context. Or some even, I think Dr. Lim also come across. He has a lot of friends who have been his buddies all these years in the MM. They also saw Dr. Lim do Reway so successful in less than 7 years. They also see, wow, if I can get some source from New Zealand, or maybe we go Australia, they use deer, we look for bull, bull placenta. Then we write a plan, we open a business and fight with Dr. Lim. This, their intention is because they see their envy of your success, they want to follow. They are just copier, they are imitator. They want to follow people's footsteps, but they don't have the right direction in the first place. This is what happened. So that's why outside of this room is very messy. This is what happened. Why not direct sale? The personal issues, 人事问题, personal issue. When I start a business, I look for partnership because I don't want to bear all the liability. At least someone to bear with me. Maybe I'm holding some responsibility in his own something. Some company that's been established, MLM company, they are not a one-man show. Some are 2 or 3 bosses involved. Some, they get outsiders to involve in the business, who don't know well about the business, who know nothing about the business. So you imagine, a conventional partnership business can fall apart. What about MLM? It's also the same thing can happen. So today, you have 2 very, very buddy partners who start the business MLM. And one is very skillful in the management, and he's holding some percentage in the company share. And another fella is very good in marketing, good in talking, good in convincing power, and a very good speaker. So they form a partnership, and a company is formed. Okay, this is what happened. When they start low profile, everything, pocket also nothing. Okay, maybe one day got 10 ringgit or $10 together, we can eat for one week. Share lah. You eat nasi lemak, I eat nasi lemak 30 sen. Oh, share. Then kopi O, 1 cup kopi O, share, pour half, add some this ice cube, then become 2 glass. This is in the beginning. But someday, as they progress, the business making money, wow. When you have money, you have wealth. You look for power. The greed creep in you. You want more. Then, this is what happened. Conflict of ideas, differences in opinion, difference in the vision or direction, you cause a company to break off. When a company breaks, all the distributor, all the businessmen who close down the business, who believe in you in the first place, who dump their job to come in full time, all these people are affected. This is a very big risk. Okay. So, some even, they think, oh, I want to run the show, but I don't have the budget, I don't have the fund. I look for investor. So the investor invests in the company, and then you run the show. You have all the power, you have all the say in the company. But when the company started to grow bigger and bigger, you think of yourself, this sleeping partner is taking part of my wealth. Then you are thinking of all the way or means to how to kick off your sleeping partner as an investor in the first place. So this is what the risk, the personal issue of any company that form because with the wrong intention in the very beginning and the wrong strategy that they took. Okay. So we look at the third point, the principle. The principle of the company. The person who start the business. After the business making big, accumulated big wealth, the founder may be a different person. He can change overnight because he has the say in the company strategy, company policy. He can change anytime. Okay, he can change. If this company see the distributor or the leaders making money, he feel he's been taken advantage of. So he tried to do something with the plan to minimize their earning. Even worse, if someone who are not very hardworking, who are just blur type, but also making money, even worse, the company say this blur never go on stage, also making a lot of money more than me. So the company may change something in the plan to oppress the distributor. Tekan dia orang supaya dia tak jadi kaya. Itu masalah. Okay. So the company, the principle is different. Okay. And the next thing we see, business and personal standpoint, 企业与个人的立场 is a conflicting, opposing effect. When you join a direct sale company, the boss of a company always think of making a lot of money and controlling the cost and paying the less as far as possible. And to the distributor, they join a company, they think of themselves, want to make the most by putting up as little effort as they can. Putting a little effort and getting more, getting a lot. It's a very opposing standpoint. This is very conflicting. So we know this is one of the things that a lot of people shy away from MLM business because of these 4 points. And last but not least, the entrepreneurial capacity, 经营能力, the ability of the entrepreneur, the person, the founder who established the business, the entrepreneurial capacity. As a founder of the company, a leader, he has to be capable enough. He knows how to run the business. He knows how to control the cost. He knows how to create sales. It's very important. Okay. So this capability, beside that, you need to have a capability of sourcing a good product. The relationship between the founder, the company, with the manufacturer that supplies the goods is very important. Some company, after a while, you are involved in the business, they might try to cut costs or try to lessen the ingredient. This will happen. Or if you couldn't meet your expected sales turnover, the manufacturer might supply the product to someone else as a marketing arm. So it's creating a competition. This is why not direct sale. And we know we want the best business model And we know Daxo is the best business model. And this is a problem that causes us to think twice why we want to step into business. Okay. And I'll show you why Reway. Why we choose Reway. Why we are here today. We listen to this talk. What's the difference? In fact, you look at all the points here, the 5 points is exactly the same. It's exactly the same as what I've been discussing just now. So you look at the first thing, 出发点, initial intention. The founder of the company, Dr. Lim Boon Hon. Let's give him a big clap. He taught me to be 正直,正面,正派. When he started the business, he pondered over quite a long time. Why I want to open up Reway? I come across all this, like what I pointed out earlier. He know all these things, but he want to start a business. He think many times. He afraid that if he start a business, he can be a changed man. He start with a low profile, but someday when he make a wealth, he can be a different person. And he wouldn't stick with his principle. He's very afraid of that. So he started to think and think, why I want to start a business? I'm not open up Reway just because I want to make money. So the initial intention of him to starting Reway actually is the opposite of what you've seen. Most of the ML company, the practice they have been doing, is totally the opposite. He think of the person. He think of all the distributor. Make sure everybody can make a living in the business. This is what he looked for. This is the initial intention of the company. And looking at the personal 人事问题, personal issue, Reway is only owned by one person. It's not a partnership company. So you don't have a problem of partnership issue and cause all the people to be lost in direction. So with only one founder, whatever he says is the final say. And with the capabilities of his assistant, our great leaders, all these three of them. One of them, I would say here, the VP of Business Development, Dato Kenny Wong. Give him a big round of applause. They have been giving all kinds of support to the company, and not just the company, he also representing the distributors. He's helping the distributors. Anytime you give him a call, he'll answer your call. Today, if I need him, I just ask him whether you can make it. I want to have a discussion or meeting, or maybe do a grouping with my team of people. He'll show up. He will show up. He never show up. So he show up, and he can be anywhere. Today he can be in Thailand. Today he can be in Indonesia. And to your surprise, when you ask him to come to meet your team and yourself, he appears in front of you, but he has run all over 3 places in a day. He's a Superman. Give him a big round of applause for his hard work. And the second person I want to mention here is Claudia Ong. Claudia Ong, you look at her personality, a very gorgeous lady, a very beautiful lady. It's not just a beautiful vase, right? Beautiful vase like that. Beautiful vase is just for show. But she's a chili party of Reway. Chili party, right? You know, chili party is pedas. Right, pedas. Yesterday I saw her in one day standing on the stage and standing up there, doing all the coordination of the work. And you can see the perfection that we have today. And you can see every 3 months, the company whole. Yeah, give her a big round of applause. The commitment that they have in their responsibility is tremendous. Just a moment ago, I was sitting there. I was rushing for my draft, my speech. And I saw someone is doing the work there. And suddenly I heard a big noise. Not a noise, but a reminder. Dr. Lim was standing there. 门就要开了，你们还在那边做什么? You see how serious, how committed when they want to do something. And this working culture, he has implanted in his capable assistant. And one of them, Claudia Ong, I can see why she followed Dr. Lim all these years without fail. Okay, So the next person we'll talk about this our VP, our management VP, IVC administration. All our income every day never fail to reach us. After night 12:30, immediately you see it, right? Only a few times when because company did some promotion, then you kelam kabut. What happened? Hey, 上线啊, call 上线. Why I see all 00 ah? Why after 12:30 or 1 o'clock I still haven't reached, see my commission coming in? But this is due to some congestion in the system. But apart of that, she has created a very nice system, very perfect system, which you can't find in any company in the MLM industry. This I can be proud of. This is something that you guys have to be proud of. You have the very best support in the company. You have the very best personnel in the company. You don't have those issues that I mentioned earlier. And you have this all. Okay, so you see all these things. That's very important. This is the factor that make you decide, is this the right industry? Is this the right company? There are a lot of companies out there for you to choose from. And why I choose Three-Way? Why we choose Three-Way? Okay, so you see, beside this, you have the personal and the company standpoint. There are two opposing factors in every industry, in MLM industry. But the Three-Way is different, entirely different. The company, just now I mentioned, a lot of companies try to oppress the distributor to make them earn less. But Three-Way having giving you the best incentive, all of it, without you asking for it. We have no complaint on that. Anyone here have complained that they earn too much? Raise your hand. Oh, no. Yeah, you see? Yeah, everyone is earning a big bucks. And Three-Way have been giving them the best. No complaint. The company can invest in the big yacht, big boat, right?